anywhere from 240p to 480p.
This is, bro, back in the day, like, we filmed fights. There was, like, a park that everybody would go to fight at.
Okay.
And we have it all the time.
Just watching an Asmongold video, guys. And doing my quests. Okay, yeah, that will actually work. Excuse me.
There'll be like a video.
Just adjusting stuff real fast so I can get going. Live. Go to chill stream. No. Save. Okay. Thumbnail. What should I use for the thumbnail today, guys? Excuse me. Where's my Baby Yoda one? This is the funny one. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. And we are about to get going. We're about to be watching. Okay. Stuck in the middle of nowhere. Trying to quest. Okay.
Video of like some fucking fight. You know, you record that shit on your Motorola Razr. Remember that?
Razr phone. Oh my god.
Video would take up a trifling 35 megabytes or so, and that was the high-quality source file.
Bum fights.
No big deal then, right? Especially since YouTube can re-encode those uploaded files and serve them at a lower bitrate to save on both storage and bandwidth costs.
Oh wow, that's
But
actually pretty awesome.
let's fast forward a bit to 5 years later in 2012.
Okay.
Not only had the sheer volume of video uploaded to the platform increased tenfold,
especially over to
but
YouTube and
HD
everything else
720p
too.
video recording was available on commodity smartphones, with the latest iPhones capable of full HD 1080p. That
I remember, that's the only reason I bought like one of them new smartphones is because I could record my videos with it and they would look better.
All right, nice
our
quest.
typical minute of footage at anywhere from 75 to 100 megabytes. Through compression, we can still probably cut our storage and hosting costs in half, but even if just, say, 40% of new uploads are in HD now, and, I don't know, 10% are in 1080p, corrected for video size, our bar graph will start to look a little bit like, whoa, a problem.
Well, that's a lie.
It actually wasn't, at least not yet. YouTube's user base and their revenue also increased dramatically during this time.
Yeah, that's whenever they started putting way more ads in.
Google could easily justify the ongoing investment into their video serving side.
Oh yeah.
And besides, it didn't hurt that every time Google built a new data center, it was cheaper and more efficient than the last one.
Makes sense.
In just 3 years, from 2009 to 2012, mechanical storage drives went from a cost per gigabyte of 11 cents to just 5 cents.
It's crazy. Like every time I go to the store, I always check this. This is like a, it's a weird way.
Why would they only give me like 2K experience? Come on now.
Progressing, but I'll always check the prices on external hard drives. And like I remember, my dad has like this fucking. It's the size of this, right? It's the size of this little fucking box, like about this big, maybe a little bit. It's like this big, like half of it.
Oh my god!
It's an external drive. and its external hard drive, it's 250 gigs. And he got this in like 2003. Bro, I was like, this can hold all of the information in the whole world. We can put everything on this. Like, that's it. And now, and it was like $200 or something like that, Moore's Law, right? And like now you go to the Best Buy and there's like an 8 terabyte
what do I gotta find here?
like, brick there for like 160 bucks.
What?
It's crazy.
That's less than half the price. Moore's Law to the rescue again, right?
Oh, there it is.
About that. To be clear, not everyone agrees with NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang, but even Moore's Law's most stalwart defenders have to admit that things have been slowing down for a while.
Well, I feel like that's kind of happened with graphics. I think that graphics are going to, because as you approach photorealism, like
that's
think
so
about it like
weird.
this,
It's like
like
you guys see that?
1080p to 4K
Gone.
is a noticeable
Now we see
difference.
it. Now we don't.
4K to 8K is a less noticeable difference. And 8K to 16K is an even less of a noticeable difference. Even though the jumps are that big. It's because you're dealing with the diminishing returns of the human eye. It makes sense. It's a plateau, yeah.
Let's jump ahead another 3 years to demonstrate, to 2015. Even ignoring the
on,
pricing
open it up,
anomaly that
man.
was caused by the Thailand floods, storage drives fell only about 25% this time around. There are a number of reasons for this, but the main issue is that it has become extremely difficult to pack zeros and ones more densely on the spinning magnetic platters inside these devices. To be clear, there are still cost savings to be had by running fewer, higher capacity drives and filling them with helium gas and whatnot.
I didn't know that.
Those
That's
efficiency
crazy.
gains are nothing compared to the data bomb that was about to
I
be
got the
unleashed
maggots,
on
and now
YouTube.
I need
2015 was
mucus.
the first year the iPhone would come standard with a 4K rear camera. And
That's
4K
right.
is a very different kind of beast compared to anything that came before it. With 4 times the pixel count and very
Come
nearly
on,
4
where is
times the
it?
data rate, I suspect that the only thing
It's like, that's what I'm saying, right? Is like, you can tell, like, going from 360 to 720 is way bigger than going from 720 to 1080. And going from 720 to 1080 is still way bigger than going from 1080 to 4K. Yeah, there's diminishing returns. Duh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
thing that saved Google's
Cultural.
servers from immediately lighting on fire is that Apple configured the
come on
camera
now.
app on that generation of iPhone to record in 1080p by default.
Where's
Likely
the
not out
mucus?
of consideration for their bitter rival, but rather
other
because the
side?
base model iPhone 6s could only hold about 40 minutes of 4K footage total. And also maybe because, except under very specific conditions, you could barely even tell the difference between 1080p and 4K video that was recorded
See,
on that phone. Anyway,
Bro, that shit's
I'm
a,
gonna get
yeah,
into more
it's
detail
no
about that
difference.
later. The point is that even if only 10% of video uploads transitioned to 4K per year over the next few years, YouTube would need to find some way to grow their revenue, or they could risk becoming non-viable.
Right.
Oh, come on
Obviously,
now.
they kept up with their efforts to grow the
This is another problem with Twitch. This is why Twitch is running a bunch of fucking ads.
user base with big pushes
Oh,
in
there it is.
non-English-speaking regions like
Ah,
India and
that
Latin
was
America.
harder than expected.
But by 3 years later, the end of 2018, YouTube had nearly cracked 2 billion with a B monthly active users.
Wow.
So unless they started up some kind of diabolical program where they actually started breeding more people to consume content on their platform,
That's smart.
it was pretty clear that their days of exponential user growth were well behind them. They needed to find another way to
They
get
need to make a dating app then. That's the
That
solution.
was the. Wow, I hate
Google,
that quest.
yeah, they're running into, you know, obviously, like, you're getting everybody on the internet. Yeah, you have to get people a dating app so then they have more kids.
profitable and do it fast, or Daddy Google, Alphabet by this point, was going to do what they do best and pull the plug. Enter YouTube Premium.
Yeah, of
Sure,
course.
it did exist before this, but it wasn't until
Nobody
around this
gave a
time
shit
that
about
YouTube
it.
started pushing the program hard. They've
Oh,
tried
yeah.
various ways to add value to Premium over the years through original content, background playback, and bundles with Google Play Music. RIP. But of course, the main attraction has always been the removal
Okay,
of ads.
nice.
How could they afford to remove the ads, you might ask? Well, because even for a data mining advertising machine
Nice.
like Google, a paid user
Oh, and I got a one. Oh,
for just
sorry.
a few dollars a month is worth way more than an ad-supported user. Like, it is bloody hard to make money on free tier, ad-supported content. I mean, Twitter took nearly a decade to have a single profitable year, and they serve almost exclusively still images and text, which...
Yeah, a lot of the Twitter ads aren't really that annoying, so the odds are they're probably not making that much money. Basically, the more annoying an ad is, the more money the person is making.
Isn't to say Google hasn't tried. Since then, you've probably noticed that ads have gone from simple pop-ups in the videos and pre-rolls to pop-ups, pre-rolls, mid-rolls, and end-rolls, some of which are stacked with 2 or more on top of each other. And a recent trial had Google piling up as many as 10 ads during a single content break.
Yeah, they called that the Twitch surprise.
There we go. Nice.
And this strategy of packing in more ads has served them pretty well, with revenue growth finally turning a corner over the last couple years, outpacing user growth.
Oh no!
Yeah, I remember back whenever I first researched this, YouTube was actually losing money. And people corrected me in the chat. They were like, bro, that's not true anymore. And I'm like, yeah, it is, dude. And they were like, no, it's not, stupid. I looked it up. YouTube actually makes money now. For the longest time, Google was operating YouTube at a loss just for market share.
Problem is that it's not enough.
Yeah.
Look at the user upload trend. And remember that unless they start deleting old videos, they need to store all of the previous year's uploads as well.
Yep.
Oh, right. And over the last 5 years, hard drive prices have essentially bottomed out, falling only about 1 cent per gigabyte. Making matters worse, storage is only part of the problem. On our video platform, WotLK, 4K playback makes up only about 6%
Rich Coleman. Oh, there we go, boys.
Of the total bandwidth that we have to pay.
Okay. Look, go.
Yeah, obviously, like, most people don't care about 4K. It doesn't matter to them. Also, 4K is not a good thing for a lot of people that are on mobile data plans.
You guys see that?
Most people consume content on YouTube. Like I don't know about most. That's not true. Well, it could be true, but I don't know if it's true. A lot of people consume content on YouTube on mobile, and many people's mobile plans have a data cap on them still.
For this, compared to hard drive costs, it is clear that there has been a stagnation in bandwidth costs as well. That is to say, they're not getting lower. How bad is it? Well, to the point where Google went as far as to co-found the Alliance for Open Media in 2015. AO Media is a consortium whose main purpose so far has been to create and foster industry support for AV1, a video codec that manages similar 1080p visual quality to H.264 while requiring only a little over half the data transmission or bitrate. Bitrate.
Oh,
I said I would talk in more detail.
Bitrate is what we do on Twitch. I think I broadcast at like 6 or 7,000 bitrate. I don't even know.
Another one. Beautiful.
Detail about other factors that affect image quality, and now is the time. The second reason that I believe this move makes sense is that serving up more pixels isn't necessarily the best way to improve the user's experience. And this focus on how many P's or K's a video has contributed to a ton of consumer confusion about it. For starters, pixel count is one contributor to the resolution or the perceived clarity of an image, but it is not the entire equation. Everything else is important too, from shot composition, color contrast, and natural bokeh.
Two of them!
Well, here's a video I ripped off from this guy, Marquez Keith Brownlee, in HD. That looks pretty good for 1080p.
Yeah, it does. Looks great.
For comparison, here's some 4K video, but from a cell phone. It's tiny sensor, low bitrate internal recording, mediocre dynamic range, blocky processing,
execute, come on!
All contribute to the blurry, ugly viewing experience that you see.
It's way too close, guys. Way too close for comfort.
While there are absolutely...
Yeah, obviously, like, there's plenty of videos that I shot a long time ago that look really good just because of, like, again, lighting, contrast, and everything like that. I mean, that's always been the case.
Creators on YouTube who invest heavily into their production values and whose videos are best enjoyed with more pixels.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's fair to say that they're a minority. And I also think it's fair to say the same for users who, reason number 3, mostly don't actually need 4K.
And that's really what it is. No, he's right. I know he's like trying to defend himself from the comments that are going to obviously be attacking him here. But yes, that's true. You don't need 4K. You don't fucking need it. It's not important. You're watching it on your fucking 1080p monitor, and your brain tells you through like confirmation bias, oh yeah, 4K is better. But you don't need it. You don't need 4K at all. The fucking, no, the fuck I don't, Asmund. You don't need guns either. Hey, shut up. I need 4K for porn? Yeah, but like we're talking about YouTube, right? We're not talking about Twitch, man.
Oh no.
I know. Like you, I want to use the most advanced platforms and get the absolute most out of my devices and services, be they gigabit plus internet connections or 8K TVs. But please, hear me out. While I don't...
The thing is, every single person is always going to click the highest quality option. That's just what they're going to do, even if they don't need it. They're like, it's like, do you want 100 bananas or 200 bananas? Well, I want 200 bananas. No, I don't.
Wait, what?
On your PC. You're right. On your PC, assuming that you are able to render it. Assuming those two things, I think that people will 9 times out of 10 choose the highest quality option. You're right. There are some caveats to that. You're absolutely right.
Don't support everything that Apple does. I wholeheartedly support their use of retina branding to describe displays that are sharp enough from a typical viewing distance, regardless of their pixel count.
I don't know what I'm doing,
they,
but okay.
rightly, determined years ago that unless you happen to be a bird of prey, you not only do not need a 4K display on your phone, but the trade-offs in cost, brightness, and power consumption could actually make it a disadvantage. That means that right out of the gate, 43% of you watching right now straight up do not need 4K. Moving on, the latest Steam hardware survey shows that 4K monitor penetration is at roughly 15%, while these numbers...
Well, nobody got a 4K monitor. That shit's like $700. That's a lot of fucking mobile viewers. Yeah, I watch more YouTube videos on my phone than I do on my computer.
Another soldier down. Another soldier down.
TVs at about 44%. Almost all tablets top out at around 1440p, and again, rightly so, meaning that at most, even if you have 20/20 vision, only about 10% of you actually have the hardware to benefit from a 4K stream.
Wait, what?
One of the main benefits of YouTube's 4K selector is that, pixel count aside, it streams at a much higher bitrate than 1080p. So in practice,
yeah, it's way better. Like the YouTube video player is so much better than Twitch. Like I really wish Twitch, like especially you guys can tell this whenever I'm playing New World, I really wish Twitch could, you know, up it a little bit and make the bitrate better, because like I just sometimes it's like super pixel soup. It sucks.
Terms, that means that it has fewer compression artifacts like banding or blocking, so that even if you're watching a small window, you can often make out extra detail in the
darn horde.
But the good news is that 1440p offers a middle ground high bitrate option and isn't on the free tier chopping block, at least for now. And even if it was, I think there's a solid non-4K solution to that going forward.
Nice.
It ties in nicely with reason number 4. Juicing more and more pixels through the pipes, it's just plain bad, inefficient tech. Once you've got enough pixels, a better way to boost perceived clarity is to bump up color saturation and contrast. That's what I actually used to do to make my videos look better in WoW. Is I had like different contrast, color correction, fucking like whatever you call it. What do you call these? Fucking like filters that I would put onto them through Sony Vegas. So my videos would look better than everybody else's. HDR comes in. There's still some work to do on this, but the word on the street is that
YouTube
is investing significant resources into fixing their HDR implementation, which also won't be paywalled and will result in much higher quality 1080p video with a much more modest increase in data rate.
That's good.
Another area where I think YouTube could stand to redirect these 4K paywall savings is audio quality. I mean, sure, it's not as headline worthy as 4K or 8K or whatever, but audio is hugely important. especially for music videos, which...
Oh, I think audio is really, really important. Like, whenever you listen to, for example, like, I was one of the first guys that started using this mic. And now everybody uses this mic. And obviously, it's not like I invented this. Somebody else invented it. I stole it from them. But I was one of the early people that did it. And it sounds a million times better. And then if you go a step farther, like, listen to Tim. Listen, remember Duck Sauce? Remember how fucking good his audio was? It was insane. It made you want to watch the streams just because they sounded so good. Yeah, I think audio mixing is, like, very, very important, and not enough people talk about it.
Last time I checked,
also sound amazing.
Kind of a big deal on YouTube. Google's laissez-faire approach to improving audio has been a point of confusion for me for a long time, and is actually one of the main drivers that brought garbage time streams over to our in-house video streaming platform, Flowplane, which, by the way, charges extra for 4K because it's expensive. But it's also pretty sweet, with loads of behind the scenes and extras like this one. Go check it out, flowplane.com. To be clear, there's a big difference between what we did, charging for 4K in the first place, and the bait and switch that Google is pulling here. And
nobody ever likes to get something and then somebody says, hey, you're not gonna get it anymore. True. Yeah, nobody's gonna like that. It sucks, and it's just about perception, really.
Guys.
Oh, this is where Bitcoin comes into play? Yeah, true. If we put enough Bitcoins into the computer, hard drives will be cheaper.
And Google has no one to blame but themselves for the backlash that they are undoubtedly going to get from this move. This Silicon Valley money furnace, don't worry, we'll figure out how to make money later model has always seemed pretty short-sighted to me. But the numbers
Well, they always do shit like this. Like, you remember back in the fucking 90s, whenever you go to McDonald's, and then they say, you want some barbecue sauce for your nuggets? And you say, yeah. And they say, how many do you want? You say, can I get 4 just in case? And they're like, yeah, sure. But now they're like, oh, man, like, you want barbecue sauce? Oh, shit, okay. That's going to be 25 cents for a pack. And it's like it comes with 2. They charge you extra. And also, whenever you used to get fucking Pinos and cheese or you know, frijoles from fucking Taco Bell, it would come with the taco shells for you to dip it in so you can eat it kind of like nachos. Then somewhere around 2010 or so, they decided to flip the script.
Oh, no.
And they're like, oh no, now you've got to pay for the fucking taco shell. What do you mean we have to pay for the taco shell? I've been getting...
I say the soldier's life, guys.
What the fuck happened? So there's that, and then, all right, so there's 2 of them. Let me think of another one. Oh yeah, at McDonald's. So you go to fucking
he
McDonald's,
went right away to help the next
now if you ask for light ice in your drink, the machine makes your drink. It's not the fucking cashier. It's not the worker. There's a machine that does it. So what does that mean? That means if you ask for light ice, your drink is filled up to here because the machine has already fucking decided, based off of some sort of mathematical calculation, that you will need exactly this many liters of soda with this many amounts of ice. So if you ask for light ice, you get less soda. You still get the same amount of fucking soda. So you're actually losing. And then let's see, what else is there? Shit. Let me think about some more of them. Styrofoam cups. Styrofoam cups are better, and they're also more expensive. Now we've got these plastic pieces of shit. Yeah, think about that. That's why you ask for no ice. Oh God, really? Yes. Yes, man. Like paper straws. Like, bro, I'm telling you guys, like, this is not just for YouTube. The people take that. They took that shit laying down. I never saw a single person. I was so mad about this. I never saw a single fucking person complain about the fact that McDonald's started charging you for sauce.
Oh, okay.
Like, nobody, like everybody just rolled over for this. They're like, oh, okay.
The heck did I?
Off, man.
No! What did I just do?
You have to pay for plastic.
Oh my
bags
God! I
now,
just
too.
laid on heads
to
myself.
be fair, here that was like a fucking city ordinance or something like that. So yeah, YouTube's not the first person to do this, but I've been keeping track. All right, for a long time.
Make it clear that even if this causes a big PR hit, and it will, something has to give. But I have to at least give YouTube credit for sticking to its core principles when it comes to supporting creators through the change. Unlike Twitch, who recently announced a change in creator compensation, YouTube isn't just cutting costs and pocketing the difference. They also aren't taking away creators' ability to upload their videos in the highest possible quality for those who want it. What they're doing is they're identifying an area where they can cut their costs to support non-paying customers, convert a chunk of those into paying customers, and then share this uplift with their creators. Which
I like this.
is reason number 5 that this makes sense.
Yes, I think this is a good change. I think that YouTube should do this. It's a smart decision. Obviously, it would be better if everything was free. I agree. I think that ice cream everywhere should be free. Doesn't matter where it is. If there's ice cream there, that shit should just be free. Yeah. Everybody agrees, right? Yeah, of course. I mean, absolutely.
A view from a premium subscriber is worth substantially more than an ad-supported view.
Yes.
While also being a better, lower friction experience all around. And this move is going to drive more revenue for creators, and therefore drive more high-quality content to the YouTube platform. YouTube's position as the most desirable place for online creators to be is no accident.
You guys think I can do it?
So far ahead of the
I should stun it. Oh,
no one
what a
even now
beautiful stun.
has managed to catch up. I mean, think about it. Aside from having crap
Come on,
video
kill it
quality,
before it kills
TikTok
me. I gotta
sucks
kill it
for
before it
creators.
kills me.
Oh yeah, if you go like live on there, they take.
Well, that's because the people working there either have that or McDonald's. They're 16 years old. Most of them can't even work at all. So whenever TikTok says, hey, work 40 hours a week, we're going to give you $3, all these fucking middle schoolers are like, oh my God, I can make $12 a month.
80% of like if people tip or anything like that, they'll
Yeah.
take 80% of it.
That's right. Of course, it makes sense. Yeah, bro, like,
Beautiful.
you gotta remember, it's what I said
Nice.
about corporations. Is it like, you know why they had child labor? It's because it made money. They wouldn't have had the kids in the coal mines if they weren't making money off of it. So big surprise, TikTok brings back the coal mines.
Expect the
Very,
exodus
very
shortly
nice.
after Shorts monetization goes
Yeah,
live
kids
next
like to
year.
work hard. You're giving them an
I already
opportunity.
mentioned Twitch, which
them out.
rewards its top-tier creators pretty well, but then completely falls apart once you start looking at anything beyond the top 1%.
I think that you can make the same argument for YouTube, by the way. If you look at YouTube content creators, it is again a like a winner-take-all situation where obviously all the guys that are making a bunch of money are the top 0.01%. That's just what happens. That's life. Yes, it is very, very top heavy, especially in the ASMR sector.
And then there's Facebook, who managed to rug pull a whole generation of starting out content creators by focusing hard on video and investing a bunch of money, then bailing just as hard when the Zuck first joined VRChat and decided to Howard Hughes that shit.
Yeah. I mean, they've got to spend all their money on the metaverse, obviously. Like, yeah, we can't have real
another
videos.
vein. Okay,
real
there's a
people
cobalt
are
vein right
outdated.
there.
Real
I can turn
people
back around.
are
Let's
yesterday.
get to
We're
it.
thinking about the future.
And I keep on using that spell.
And so that's the real reason why YouTube keeps getting worse and you keep watching it, because it's where all the content is.
Yeah.
So if I'm in YouTube's shoes, I'm going, okay, this thing costs us a fortune. Most people don't really need it.
Well, they're not going to leave. That's why. Like, what do you think? They're going to go over to fucking Live Leak and watch an ISIS execution? Go over to Rumble and hear about how the fucking, how the election was actually won by Trump? They're going to go to Odyssey and hear about how COVID isn't real? No. They're going to stay on YouTube and keep watching the shitty fucking videos.
True that.
That's the truth. Live Leak was canceled? I was wondering why I didn't hear about ISIS anymore. That makes sense.
Oh my
Some of our
God.
most successful creators don't even use it. Paywalling 4K is kind of an obvious move. But even after hearing all of this, I can totally understand if you might conclude that Google makes so much money they should just suck it up and pay like they said they would.
That's what people always fucking do. They always create some arbitrary line in their mind.
Nice,
that
too
it's
cold
like,
with the
well,
word.
if you make enough money, you shouldn't be allowed to make more money than that. And then a lot of the people that are doing this never think that there's other people in like these fucking third world countries would draw the same fucking line for them. It's so annoying.
The thing is, though,
The moral authority of it is what annoys me, by the way. I hate that.
even if you think that they could pay, and they should pay,
Yes.
they won't pay.
Oh, there it is.
Why not? You ask?
Because they make a lot of money.
Well, why don't I turn that
business,
back around
baby.
on you and ask
Business.
why would they? The best possible argument I can think of for them to just keep eating this cost that is literally
Keep eating dicks. Who would want to keep eating dicks?
trending skyward to a vertical line is it would be the good guy
That was
thing
a
to do.
close call, guys.
But Google
close
has
call.
never done anything.
But we got it. We
Yeah,
killed
I mean,
it.
like,
On
would
to the
just be a
next
good,
guy.
like, bro, like, it would be a solid,
cold.
fucking legit thing for, you know, it's for, like, the boys, right? I mean, so, like, I mean, for sure, it's like integrity and some shit, right?
Goodness of their hearts. So why would you expect them to start now?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just time for the semi-annual reminder that publicly
okay,
held
okay.
corporations will always, by law, act in
actually
their
makes
own
sense.
self-interest and in
Fiduciary responsibility is the
Okay,
law that he's
very
talking
nice.
about. He is totally right.
the interest of their shareholders.
That's good to know.
So we are left with a harsh choice then. Keep the truly important things about YouTube and subsidize them through a small percentage of users, you know, the ones with 4K monitors and TVs, or open ourselves up to other, much worse cost cutting measures. I mean, what if the alternative is to start pruning old videos and we have to give up that library of rarely watched content that you might need someday when it's time to repair the obscure washing machine you inherited from your Aunt Frida?
I always think that it's dumb whenever people get mad that a free service is trying to make money. Like, of course they're going, of course YouTube should charge for 4K. It's not even a question.
Some people might feel that just adding more ads is a viable path forward, but
No, it's
honestly-
not. No, it's
no!
fucking not. It's the same thing as like, why not more ads? This is the same argument that people
Shit.
make for buying a video game versus having a video game be free to play with different types of microtransactions
Oh,
in it. Because a
no.
lot of people want a video game that you just pay $60 or $100 for, and that's it. You don't have any microtransactions. But what they fail to realize is
I
that
gotta find
this
that.
is a limited
I don't know how
position
I'm
of
gonna
privilege.
find
This is a
it, guys.
position
I don't even
that
know where it
only
went.
they can have because they have the
Jesus.
financial security to do so. There are many people out there who cannot afford to play a video game if they have to spend $60 every single time they want to do something. So I
Sure.
think this is a massive issue, right? He has a horse in the race. Oh, I have a horse in this race? I mean, do I? I mean, I don't really think so. I mean, I feel like I'm not invested in Google at all. I mean, fuck, I don't care about this shit at
better
all.
eat and drink.
Doesn't matter to me.
I'm good at mana, though.
Any case.
Oh,
So,
well,
yeah,
that's
I
good,
mean,
though.
like, fuck. I'm just saying this is
doesn't hurt
probably
me,
like if
it
I
won't
was
hurt
Google,
us.
this is what I would charge for 4K. That's what I would do.
I disagree. I think we've reached a
Accessibility,
practical
mass volume.
limit
Yeah,
to
exactly.
how many ads
I'm gonna
YouTube
like
can
it, too.
cram into a video. So
Yeah.
the revenue growth isn't going to come from there. The AV1 codec that I talked about before is more efficient, and it helps with
Well,
storage.
you're just the AV1 encoding is only basically delaying this problem.
In ways that I didn't anticipate.
Because the AV1 encoding is delaying the problem, and the scalability of that will continue going up more and more and more. But
Okay, that
the
bet is
cost
coming
of it
off the
will-
claw.
cost
Okay,
will
he's
go up, but
turning around.
the amount of
Nice.
money you're making back will not go up.
I was kind of getting nervous there for a minute.
But
Yes.
it comes with new costs.
What? He heals?
Computational ones. So it's not magic. Meaning that if this, paywalling 4K, is what it takes to drive enough premium users that we can kick this data crisis a few more years down the road, then I guess I'll just make some demands like, hey, at least boost the 1080p bitrate while you're at it, or
Yeah, that would be
hey,
nice.
you should make 4K available to
Nice.
channel members who don't also have premium.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
But the
If you're
reality of it is,
subscribed.
whether YouTube listens or not, I'm gonna lie down and take it.
Yep.
And so will you, if you're being honest.
That's
YouTube-
right. That's right. Everybody like that's it. Everybody. The thing is, one of my favorite fucking things is whenever you see somebody and I check their logs and they're like, that's it, I'm never watching you again. And then this is from like fucking 5 days ago,
okay.
and they're in chat
There we
today
go.
getting mad.
12 gold.
Nope, you're going to be back to YouTube. It is what it is. The reality is that YouTube has an effective monopoly on most VODs on the internet, and especially on producing and distributing them. Facebook and Twitter,
Okay.
and I guess TikTok, you could say, has a monopoly on smaller videos. But YouTube has a monopoly on any longer video. Like, that's just the truth, whether you like it or not. So they can do what they want.
Essentially a monopoly at this point, and there's not
That's what
a
I
lot
said.
we can do about it. It's not all bad, though. It's also one of the bona fide wonders of the world, in my opinion. And I, for one, live better with this incredible resource that helps me do everything from learn about black holes to fix my washing machine. And allows me to tell
which way
you
do I gotta
about
go?
our sponsor.
Enlisted.
No, that's very true.
Am I
is
going the
that,
right way?
Whenever you're talking about different types of
And I lost the
things
vein,
on YouTube,
too.
like all these tech tutorials, it's like one time I wanted to learn how to change the light bulb for my 2001 Mustang.
Ooh, I was confused,
And
guys.
so I looked up how to change the headlight for a 2001 Mustang, and there was a video of some guy. It came out in like 2010, and he just takes it out. He's like, so here you go, you unscrew it here, and you unbolt this, and then you pull the bulb out, you unscrew the bulb, put the new bulb in, and there you go. All right, well that settles it.
Enlisted is a free-to-play World War II multiplayer shooter available on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, S, and Xbox One with crossplay. You'll be faced in large-scale combat alongside dozens of soldiers, vehicles, and aircraft directly in famous historical campaigns like the invasion of Normandy. There's hundreds of firearms and specialized weapons, from common ones seen throughout the war to rare prototypes that you hardly see in other games. There's even building construction and destructible items in the environment.
This looks cool.
If you use our link, you'll get free bonuses just for signing up, including 3 days of premium time and several orders for troops and weapons. So head to the link in the description and start playing Enlisted for
They're called orders, not rolls or pulls.
free today.
If you guys enjoyed this video, or maybe you didn't and you'd rather watch me tear a chunk out of YouTube, you can check out one of our recent, more ranty videos about their changes, like
Alright, I'll link this
the one when they removed the dislike counter.
Okay.
That was
makes
a
sense.
big fucking L.
Oh,
I still
okay,
can't believe
okay,
they did
okay.
that shit.
I
I'm not
remember
ready
that.
for this one yet. We're gonna watch this one tomorrow.
On to the
remember that quest.
Let me just link you guys this video. This is Linus Tech Tips video, etc. Yeah, that was so biggest L YouTube ever made. Was it the biggest? Military games are boring as fuck, dude. I think they're fun. Has it ever occurred to you that Counter-Strike is a military game?
Huh?
I don't know. I mean, I think Counter-Strike is fun. Yeah, I feel like Counter-Strike's it's a very fun game. I like it. It's a very good game. CS is boring? I don't know. I like it. I like watching it at least.
Huh?
Let's see here. Overwatch is a military game? Yeah, like, you know, absolutely, totally military game. Sometimes I upload 8K videos or 150 gigabyte files and ProText. Yeah, it's nuts, man. It takes more than 8 hours for YouTube to process 8K. Yeah, it's like YouTube takes a long time to process this stuff. How many times do you guys, you know, hear so early, the comments like, here so early, I'm watching it in 360p or whatever. Whenever people upload something and it's not pre-processed before it goes on, before it goes public, right? It happens often. More ads, really funny solution when you know at least 50% of people saying to add more are also using ad block. Yeah, exactly. We got points. I feel like they aren't going to use this money towards the benefit of the creators and the users of the platform to barely ever listen to us. Why would they start now? Well, the reason why is because using the money towards the benefit of the creators in a platform is simply being able to make the platform exist in the first place. And if the platform is not making money, this is a problem. So it's literally that simple. I think this was a very good video. I love whenever somebody takes a topic like this. Linus does a great job with this, especially like with the piracy video, etc. And, you know, he takes an unpopular stance on something and then he defends it in a way that makes sense. I fucking love them. I think these videos are amazing because they give you something to talk about. It's so good.
It gives you a different perspective, a different outlook on life. I need one more, or maybe two. Depends on how much it gives me. Okay. Ow.
What's on your
My
mind?
finger. It's itching.
Off with you.
Well, I need to rebuff. Bam. Okay, nice. Done and done. Done and done. Done and done. Oopsie.
Somebody is upset that I don't care about animals.
Today is another one of those
What?
videos where I reach out to someone who's heaps and bounds more popular than I am, in the hopes that maybe miraculously I might reach them, or at least some of their audience. And today it's about Asmongold. Asmongold is a popular streamer. He's known for his gaming and his more mature takes on things. And I'm
So
hoping
true. So true. Absolutely.
that with his
Hold the door.
maturity, I could shed light on something that in the future will definitely be seen as more of an atrocity than it is today. There's
Okay.
two videos I saw by Asmongold that kind of raised my eyebrows. One of them was like a stream clip where he was with Maya, who's like a wildlife conservationist
Yes.
who has talked badly of veganism before. I've done a video on her before, and I will link that down below.
Boys, today we have a very This was actually so fucking fun. I remember whenever we did
Okay,
this,
so
I had
that's-
so much
that's-
fucking fun doing this.
That's there.
Special part of the show. Today, we are going to be taking a look at some real life animals. No longer in game, in real life. We're here with Maya. And I like how Jenny's just standing there. And she's like, yeah, true, yeah. She had no fucking idea what was going on, yeah. Look at it. She's just awkwardly standing there. Also her friend, and they're going to be showing us a number of these wild animals. And I am, honestly, guys, I'm really excited for this.
And he is an eastern fox squirrel. Wow.
I can't believe it. It's a real squirrel, and he's in the house.
So this is a guy who's
Because usually they don't get in the house. Yeah, usually they don't get
my
get
God.
in the
I
house,
gotta
like, cause
heal
it's
myself.
just no, it's like, cause I could get one, like, I could get like this close to the
have to heal
squirrel, but he
myself.
would not let me pet him, man.
to have an incredible interest in animals. He seems to want to respect
Yeah,
them
they're
or
cute.
care for them. You know, at least understands that they are these individuals and, you know, they're at risk and need to be cared for. Then the other video that drew my attention to the problem was a recent video where he was cooking up a steak.
Yep.
So I've wanted to do this for a while. A lot of people have asked for it, and we're finally going to do it. Today, I'm going to show you all how I cook a steak.
There it
It's
is.
really interesting how on his
Here we
wall-
go. The problem is the steak. Let's do it.
Oh, he has a horse in like a calendar. I do wonder how he'd feel if that steak were comprised of a body of one of those horses, or maybe the horse in that picture. Would it make
Well, I've eaten McDoubles from McDonald's, so I've probably already eaten horse meat. This was a calendar for my mom. It's not my calendar. Yeah, I'd eat a horse. Sure. If it tasted good. Why wouldn't I? It tastes good.
So they're out there.
maybe make him feel some different type of way? Or better yet, maybe if that were the corpse of a Rottweiler or some dog, or if it were comprised of the bodies of some of the animals he had a chance to interact with, would
My dad used to hunt squirrels and kill them and eat them. Back in the old days. Yeah, because they didn't have a lot of money back then. And whenever he was growing up. So, yeah, he used to hunt down them little fuckers and just get them and eat them. Same with rabbits and shit, too.
he feel somewhat differently? I understand that this is something that we see as very normal, very necessary, something that's just kind of part of life.
Oh, it's not necessary. It's just that steaks are good. Yeah, that's about it. They're delicious. I love steaks. If they
You said
weren't
a
good,
head
I
works
wouldn't
on
eat
this
them.
thing. No.
Do you want to know why I don't eat pork chop? It's
a good
because I
thing.
think steaks are better. Every pork chop I eat is a steak I don't eat. Why would I ever eat a pork chop?
But if we genuinely take the time to think about it, there is no relevant moral difference between these animals and the animals who you would value. That would mean some of them you can just kind of
Well,
slip.
of course there are. It's because it's your cat. Maybe this is going to be a hot take. I don't care if people eat cats or dogs or not. Doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, you eat a dog, it's fine to me. What's wrong with that? It's a dog. You eat the dog. Now, I've heard dogs don't taste good. So I don't want to eat a dog. They don't taste good. Cats probably taste like shit. They smell like shit. They eat their own ass. Of course they smell like shit, right? I don't want to eat that. But no, I got no problem with that. Yeah. You know they used to.
Oh my God! Are you
know
kidding
them
me
little
right
cute
now?
guinea
Like,
pigs. They used to
what?
put them on a stick and eat them, fry them up. Ain't that crazy?
At their throats, you can bolt gun them in
They
the
still
head.
do?
You can
Yeah,
kind
hell
of do
yeah,
what
brother.
you want to them in order to make a steak out of them.
Yeah.
But I do take pictures of every single steak that I cook.
Yes, I do.
I cook the exact same steak every single time.
Here, I'll show you guys some of them. This is a steak that I made. That's one steak right there, as you guys can see. There's a steak. It's a delicious, absolutely a delicious fucking steak. It's really, really good. And I remember eating this one. This was a good fucking steak. And then, let's see, probably have some more over here. Let's see. There's
Okay,
another
on to the
one.
next one.
Just gotta scroll all the way down. Oh, this is another thing that I ate. It was also meat, though, that I made. Where's the other fucking steaks? Gotta find some more. Oh, here's another one right here. This is another picture of a steak. So this steak is I cooked this. It was a good steak. And I remember it was so good. I took a picture of it because it was a good fucking steak, man. That's a good one. Yeah, I thought so too. This is about where. This is whenever I got my teeth fixed. So like, there's probably not going to be that many steak pictures for a little bit here. I think that. Oh wait, no, never mind. So here's another picture. This again. This is a picture of a steak. And I cooked this steak right here.
Okay, running the
And, this is
Crusader
another
back
really good steak.
to the safe
This
house.
is a delicious, amazing steak.
Safe house.
Let's see. Do we have any more? Oh wow! Oh
Come on,
wow!
Crusader.
Oh, this was a big day. So this is actually whenever I cooked. I cooked two steaks. So I had one steak right here, and then I had another steak that I would cook at the same time. I got two steaks. So yeah, like they were kind of small. So I was like I thought it was a pack of 5, and it turned out it was like a. It wasn't. It was like a pack of 6, and so I just cooked 2 of them together. So yeah, I'll take pictures of like my steaks whenever I cook them. Like that wasn't like a joke. This is what I'm saying. Like I wasn't joking around with this.
Be careful.
Okay, come on.
And I
We
take
got
a picture of
35
it
seconds.
At the end. That way I remember how good it was.
It was
It's
so
really
good.
weird how he's just kind of talking about the steak like it's an object
Yes.
and not a body part. If he were taking a body part out of a fridge, but it weren't from a cow and it were from like,
Okay.
a dog or a cat, then suddenly
That
we'd view this
makes
very differently.
sense.
But not really, because like what part of a chicken nugget is a chicken? I have no idea.
It's the chicken part.
But I
of
know what a
course.
chicken, legs and thighs are for a chicken. A chicken wing. We eat chicken wings all the time. We eat chicken legs all the time. You get a turkey breast and that's it. Because it's like you're eating, it's not like it's a one piece of the animal. You're eating that entire part of the animal. Like I don't get any
Come on,
moral
Lulu.
conundrums eating a chicken leg versus a chicken nugget. It's the same thing. Except if it's a McNugget from McDonald's, and those are pretty good. Or a spicy nugget from Wendy's.
and the public response would be incredibly different. Hello, this is a more recent version of Vegan Gaze. Reporting in because I found a video by Asmongold talking on an instance where a streamer got a cat, threw them over a chair, and fed them vodka. The kind of claim that I made about Asmongold caring about animals, I don't know with this clip. I feel like maybe other people should watch it in its full context. I didn't actually watch the video. But you seem more interested in the fact that people were probably mad about it because of who was doing it and not so much the thing being done itself.
Absolutely. It was absolutely selective outrage with Alinity. I said it was ridiculous and misplaced. It was stupid. People got way too mad about that situation. I don't give a fuck. I didn't then. I don't now. I got hate for it then. Everybody agrees with me now.
And though that is kind of true in a sense, people we dislike a lot more, we're more motivated to call them out when they do something we don't like. I found it a bit weird. He was quite nonchalant about the concept of an animal being harmed. And another thing that was kind of bizarre was that he pointed out that for him, the worst part is a double standard. That's the bit that gets to him most.
If you threw a cat on stream and fed it vodka, I would want you banned. Yeah, I'm sure, but like, I don't know. I guess to me, this is like a weird thing. People are gonna get mad about it. I don't care about this issue. I really don't. So I mean, you can be mad about that or whatever, but I don't care about the issue.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
I think people only really like, the only thing I would be worried about is like a double standard.
All right,
he even then points
Johnny,
out that some people,
get up.
you know, people will love
Let's get back
animals
to
and then
work.
they'll eat some, but he's one of those people.
If you want to say that, right? I think that people should at least be consistent and say that, you know, okay, well, I don't like any animal abuse, but I don't know. To me, as I said, it just seems like people only care about animal abuse whenever it's an animal that they think is cute. Right, and I think that's true. I'm right. I'm 100% right. I'm right again. People only care about animal abuse whenever it's cute animals. Whenever the animals aren't cute, well, I mean, you know. Oh, I mean, come on. They're fine eating other ones. I'm right. And obviously, like, the thing is that I don't really think that I'm probably the best person to base your morality off of. Another true. But I think people just care about the double standard more than anything.
So he's engaging in a double standard. Yeah, that seems to be the thing he's more focused on.
Crusader John.
I think that this woman does not want to know the fact that it's not a double standard for me. It's actually not.
When someone does something to an animal.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck, to be honest. That's why I've said before. You overestimate the amount of animal abuse going on? No, I don't think that I do at all. I think that all kinds of people do stupid shit like that to their animals.
He says, yeah, loads of people do stupid stuff to animals. Well, yeah, maybe loads of people do bad things to animals. It doesn't make it okay just because loads of people do it. I found watching this quite uncomfortable, and I'm not really prepared to just say that he flat out doesn't really care about animals, you know, on this clip alone.
Oh, it's not that I don't care about animals. It's that I care about people more than I care about animals. It's very simple. Yeah, that's all.
But it did make me feel a certain type of way about his concerns.
I don't really care, personally. It's not a big deal to me. It doesn't affect me. It has nothing to do with me. Yeah. And that's basically all there is to it. Maybe I'm like a weirdo for this, but I really just don't give a fuck.
And I will say, yes, the double standard is frustrating.
Okay, here we go.
It's something to be focused on. And it's something that you're also engaging in. So if you do have a problem with it, then why are you, you know, eating a steak? Maybe he's taking...
Because it tastes good. What the hell are we talking about? Do we have to go back to square one? It's delicious. It's good. It's a good fucking steak. I don't understand. What is this?
Cobalt ore. Let's go
the
get
famed
it.
Destiny position where he's acting like he just doesn't care about animals at all, therefore it's fine to exploit and kill them. But if he would go down that route, would it be fine to exploit and kill humans if you didn't personally care about them? I'm assuming you think...
Well, I don't know. Ask Nike.
that humans should be treated.
Or Nestle.
A
or Amazon.
Certain way.
Or McDonald's.
Does that align?
Or Walmart. I can keep going.
With other animals? And if not, what is the relevant moral difference that makes that distinction justified? But overall, public response is really not what's important. What's important is the life of that individual themselves. Like, why is it so awful, you know, to kill a dog, for example? You know, an animal we don't really have to get defensive over because we don't include them in our meals. That would be terrible, you know, to see cruel things happening to them, like their life being taken from them, or...
Well, it's because people are empathetic to dogs because they have them as pets. It's the same reason why a lot of people aren't into eating rabbits, because rabbits are cute. And you're like, oh, well, fuck, I don't want to eat a rabbit. That's a little cute little rabbit. But the thing is that, like, nobody, like, I've always thought, like, you gonna go and fucking like cow tipping or something like that, to tip a cow over. Nah, bro, that's just as weird as beating up on a dog. Like, yeah, that's weird as hell. Like, what are you doing going and just beating up on an animal for? It's just stupid. It's a waste of your fucking time. But you're gonna eat a cow, that's fine with me.
What can I do for you?
You eat a rabbit, that's fine too.
And harmed in some sort of way. Why? Well, because they have their own lives, and those lives are theirs. They're not ours, and then they get reaped from them. Unfortunately, this...
Well, I mean, then they're not theirs. If you can take it, it's not theirs, is it?
Same is true for the up to trillion animals we kill every single year. We are talking about a number of animals being decimated that we couldn't even physically conceptualize. Try and imagine a trillion of anything, and then just imagine that they are individuals. I don't know if Asmon's ever explored this concept before. I do know that he kind of like hangs around in the Destiny circle, so you might have seen recently that Destiny had a terrible debate with vegan games where he performed perhaps the worst he's performed in a long time. It was terrible. So hopefully, if he were one of the people who caught that stream,
I've not seen
a chord with him. But I'm so sure at this point, everyone in the kind of online circle, especially the circle that Asmon's part of, has explored this conversation, but maybe not to the degree that's needed. Because obviously, if it's a social norm, then a lot of the time we aren't really expected to, and then we don't go to the lengths to explore it as much as we would need to in order to flesh out whether or not it's actually something that we need to change. However, I do think...
Well, why would we need to change it if the stakes are good? I think that you can make a strong argument for veganism if you use it as a, like you use like the industry of, you know, farming and like animal farming and shit like this. You use it as something that's damaging towards the climate or something like that. I think you can make that argument. But why would we ever shut it down just because the stakes are good? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand, like, where's the problem? Like, am I missing something? Because a living animal is dying for your shit steak? Yeah. Well, yeah, because you'd have to kill it to get the steak. Yeah. That's what it would have to. Yeah, that's what it would have. Yeah, we would have to do that.
Come on!
I mean, of course. Morality
reasons? This is getting on my nerves,
okay,
guys.
so no reason. Yeah, true.
There is a need to change, because if this steak were a dog, I think you would probably have a huge problem with it.
There we go. Jesus.
Yes, I would. Because it wouldn't taste as good. Yeah, it wouldn't taste as good. It would be awful. It would be yeah. Like, why would I want to eat a steak from a dog if it doesn't taste good? I don't care if other people want to eat dogs. I think the only problem is whenever people want to eat your dog. This is Sparky. You've had Sparky for 8 years, and some fucking neighbor comes over wants to eat him. It's like, fuck no. This is my goddamn dog. Like, that's it. I don't understand how this is a complicated subject.
And you would see an imperative to sort that out, because if you don't sort it out, the result are dogs being killed. And the problem is...
The result is not that dogs are being killed because they don't taste good. That's the reason.
How can you really give a justification for why that cow is so much less valuable, that now their entire existence?
It's the opposite. The cow is that much more valuable because it tastes a lot better. The fuck are you talking about? It's a cow. Like, yeah, it's that they're more valuable for food. How are you gonna cuddle with a cow on the sofa? It's too fucking big. So dogs are a lot easier to do that with. You can play fetch with a dog. I bet you can't play fetch with a cow. So each animal's good for different things.
From them because you wanted a specific dinner. I really don't think you'll find it, and I really hope that Asmund or some of his people see this, people who watch him. It's very unlikely,
okay, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Try at least. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you've ever watched Asmongold, if there's anything that he's ever kind of said pertaining to this topic, because I'm not so familiar with his work that I'm completely aware of everything he might have said.